Hey guys, welcome back to Candid Cloud Convos.
We are your hosts, Gina and Emilita.
And we hope you're having a beautiful week. And if not, we're here to make it better. So stay tuned for today's episode.
Before we get started, huh?
We're coming in hot.
Oh, we're coming in hot. Pew, 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 pew. You know the TikTok?
Which one? That one?
The sound?
No.
He goes, I'm coming in hot.
Oh.
Pew, pew, pew. I mean, that's not probably what it sounds like. That's my interpretation.
We have to have a little TikTok counter of how many references to TikTok in each episode. A little ding. Like, hey, did you see on TikTok? Today we decided for our unnamed segment, we wanted to talk about the Astroworld tour or festival.
Yeah, the Astroworld, the shit show that pretty much happened there in Houston.
In Houston. That's his hometown?
Honestly, I don't know where he's from.
I think that's what happened there.
No, okay. Truthfully, I don't really know much about Travis Scott. I don't really listen to his music. There's like a few songs from him that I do like that I know.
Like Goosebumps?
Huh?
I get those goosebumps every.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I know that one. Okay, that goes to show. I
only knew it when this popped up and someone was talking about the fact that they didn't know anything about him, and that was the only song they knew. And I was like, fucking same. I only knew about him. He became relevant when he got with Kylie. In my head, in my life.
Okay. Yeah. Isn't like Antidote? So. Isn't that his song also?
Yeah.
Like I knew that one, and so I knew a couple of songs. Don't really listen to his music though, so I don't really know much about him. But I know that like his concerts are supposed to be like ragers,
moshing,
yeah, right, mosh pits, like
in his crazy, song, right? Encouraged, like he says something along the lines of, if it's not a mosh pit if someone's not getting injured or something like that. That's a line in his song.
That's bad. That's bad foreshadowing.
I mean, it's not like this is the first time it's happened.
No, and it's not, and that's why a lot of people are so pissed, is because it's okay. So first off, if you don't know, which I'd be surprised if you don't know, but he had his Astroworld Festival. Exactly. But he had his festival the first day in Houston, and pretty much people like, besides just the crowd pushing and getting really squished in the front, people broke down a fence, and the people that were in the front of that fence got trampled over. Right. At least right now, 8 people died.
8 known victims.
Yeah, 8 known ones that are really young. You said right between.
The ages for the victims range between 14 and the oldest was 27.
So super
young. An 8th grader, I believe, a 9th grader.
And there's like hundreds of people still injured.
Right. That's just the one that they've talked about or released information about.
Yeah. I know that there's like a 9 or 10-year-old that's in a coma. He was on his dad's shoulders and they were watching the show. So I think this might have been like in the crowd, but he was on his dad's shoulders and then they got trampled and the dad passed out, I guess from probably trying to get up. They weren't able to get up. And the boy's now in a coma in the hospital right now, like fighting for his life. So there was tons of injuries, tons of people, obviously the 8 known victims that passed away, but people tried to stop the show. Yeah. So that's another thing. So this hasn't.
They were yelling at the stage.
This is not the first time it happened. And people were.
And it was only 4 years ago, 2017.
Yeah. Oh, really?
2017 was the last time it happened.
Yeah.
Not like something to this
level, but
yeah, but injuries did happen.
And I was watching like TikToks where people were saying that they felt like the energy there was really demonic and really like.
I seen that too.
Yeah. So, but then there's people that are saying, well, if had no one gotten hurt, you guys would still be saying, oh, it was such a fun time. But because people got hurt, now it's like, oh, well, it was really demonic, right? But like that's what music is about.
If something happened because they felt the energy felt weird.
Yeah.
And I heard that, okay, conspiracy theory time, because it's our fucking podcast and we can talk about what we want. But I heard that obviously to be in with like the elite, right? You have to do something very
like sacrificial or like real fucked up.
sacrificial. Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know how like the whole point of Astroworld, like they're walking through his mouth.
Like a portal or whatever. Like,
so they were talking about how he's like eating all of their energy. And because they like feed off of like, you know, other people's energies and use that like sacrificing, that there was like this whole conspiracy behind it, and that it happened like on purpose, and that's why they ignored it and blah blah blah, and so that he can be like leveled up.
I don't get what
being the fucking baby daddy to Jenner isn't enough for him to be like
right,
you know,
like why do you need to sacrifice people? You already made it. You're having a whole festival, you're making millions of dollars. Like, why do you need to get to a higher status than that? If that's what it is, right? But like, and it's crazy too, because I seen because you know they say that about all the different, you know, these super A-list celebrities.
It's just a conspiracy,
but like
allegedly.
Right, allegedly.
I don't want to get sued.
It's just weird how people can find like the smallest details that kind of makes sense. Kind of makes sense. So it's really weird. Like, I don't know. It's weird to think about. And it's, but I mean, even to think about the fact that there was 50,000 people when technically we're still in a pandemic is a little bit weird. And I didn't see a lot of the videos that I seen, like there wasn't really a lot of people wearing masks or nothing like that.
And there was something about the number 8. There was 8 victims, and there was something there that there were 8 of them. And I don't remember what it was, but they thought that.
I think I seen something about one of his album covers, like that there was 8 people on his album cover or something like that. I don't know.
There was something there at the thing. I don't remember what it was. Damn, we're horrible reporters. But anyways.
This is all just what we think about. Like, we're not fucking the news.
Yeah. You don't come here looking for the best factual information.
We scrounge up what we find, and then we talk about what the fuck we think about it. And that's it.
It's different information too. Like, bitch, I seen this. Oh, well, I seen this. Well, do with it what you will, guys.
All we're doing is shooting the shit over here.
Right.
That's shooting the shit.
Regardless, it's a tragedy that happened, you know, everything.
And,
I hope that they and their families, I hope that they have some type of justice or restitution, or I don't even know.
Going into that, so you seen his video that he posted, right? His like apology video, or I don't even know if you want to call it, just his
acknowledgement.
Yeah, his response to it.
Mm-hmm.
And
when he grabbed his head like this,
so he's like rubbing his forehead. He's like, I just can't. Right. And I seen a tweet where a girl was like, ladies, if you ever see a man rubbing his forehead like that, you just know he's fucking lying. He's lying out his teeth.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
I see that too.
So I also seen, you know,
it looked very forced.
Oh my God. Like, it didn't look genuine, but whatever. And I also heard that he went to a party afterwards.
Yes, I seen that too, that he got the news about what happened at a party.
At a Dave & Buster's party with Drake.
You know why your concert got shut down?
Right. He's just like, oh, concert's done. Let's go party. And he doesn't care, even though he made this entire event. Like, this is his event.
Oh, right.
I'm sure.
And I guess there's like 76 lawsuits against him, Drake, and Live Nation currently.
Good. I'm glad. I also heard that. So you know how like Roddy Ricch, he said that he's donating all his whatever money he's getting from that, you know, from that gig to the families.
Right.
So supposedly Travis Scott said he's paying for the victims that passed away. He's paying for their funerals, and he's gonna give 1 month of free therapy through BetterHelp to like the people who are affected by it. And then I seen this. I don't know if it's true. I did not fact check. So I heard that if whoever accepts the money or accepts the free therapy, they will not be able to, allegedly, right? They will not be able to sue him if they accept that money from him. So is it to help the families, or is it to save his own ass? So pretty much they seem like they're kind of like infiltrated of some sort. Like it's not, you know, which is fucked up because it's mental health.
Right. That's not justice that anybody deserves to have. And like,
no, these people,
there's however many, you know, people that were injured and actually did lose their lives, but how many people also are traumatized because they've witnessed all of this happen in front of them and nobody's helping them. That must have been the scariest fucking thing ever. Like, I can't even imagine.
I was talking about it with my parents today, and I was like, imagine, because there's a lot of people that, like you said, are traumatized because they too experienced being squished and not being able to breathe or falling. Some of the girls, like some of people, like they fell and they had to be picked up because they couldn't get up by themselves. Someone had to help them and pick them up,
and
but
collapse, like, and nobody, chaos, mass chaos, and nobody's helping you. Being
surrounded by hundreds and thousands of other people, and you're screaming for your life and no one's helping you. Like, I can't even imagine how helpless they must have felt, knowing there's so many people around them that could help and no one was doing that, and instead they're getting trampled over.
Not even can help because none of them knew how to do CPR. None of them knew proper medical fucking
training
procedures. Training, nothing. I even seen an interview of a security guard who was hired that day through text, never interviewed. He literally got the job via text, was told that he was going to get paid on Cash App, and he's never even been to a concert in his life, doesn't work in security outside of this, never been a security guard, none of it. He was not prepared in the slightest for what was going to happen at that majority of people.
Right. And it's like, not only were obviously the people, like the concert goers, were at risk, but the staff was too. They were completely understaffed for what they needed for 50,000 people. And like, how are they? And if you've like that guy, like if you've never been to a concert, you don't even really know what to expect. You're a security guard or even a medic. Like, if you don't have all of the help with that much going on, those medics probably got so overwhelmed, like trying to help people, but there's so much going on behind them and there's not enough people to help too.
Like, and even triage. You don't even know where to start, probably.
Exactly. You're trying to help this person giving CPR to this person. There's some people getting trampled on as they're doing it. Who do they help?
Right.
Do they help?
And then you might be in danger of getting hurt too while trying to help someone. So then you're helpless more.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's.
And it's like,
I wonder how long it took to like get everything like
de-escalated, I guess.
Yeah, like I wonder how long it took from the time they actually realized shit, something's happening, to like getting everything finally taken care of. Like I
don't even know, honestly. I don't, because I heard that they said if they do it to a certain way, like if they do it too quickly and just cut it off, it could start a riot. So like they had to do it a specific way to not upset the concert goers who are already all rowdy and like crazy, to then make them upset would then make it even more chaotic.
If Travis Scott stood there and was like, everybody shut the fuck up, I need to figure out what the fuck is happening.
Thank you.
You don't mean to tell me they don't worship you like that you're their fucking god at this damn concert? If you were like, everybody shut the hell up, I need to figure out what's going on. Even if it fucked the concert for 5 minutes, at least you know that's your liability right there to make sure it's good.
The Real did a little segment on this. And they were, so in the comments, it was really split because Adrian and Jeannie were almost not defending Travis, but in a sense defending him. And Lonnie was like, as a performer, she wasn't putting the whole blame on him, but she was keeping him responsible in the fact that she's like, as a performer, and she goes, from my own experience, she goes, you can feel the crowd. She goes, even if from the lights you can't see directly in front of you, you can feel.
Brought that up too. Yeah, like maybe you can see or whatever.
You can see farther out. He's seen that there was an ambulance because he acknowledged it.
Yes, and there was ambulances pulling up.
Yes, and there was like, she's like, you can feel the energy in the crowd, and she goes, and there's children there. If you know there are kids there, which one they shouldn't be anyways, but like you know there's kids there, and you're seeing that there's this guy's passed out over here, and there's an ambulance over there. Stop the show. Like stop and be like, look, I'm not gonna do no more music until everybody backs the hell up, because we got people getting squished over here. We have people passing out. He encouraged it.
He told them in one of the concerts, I don't know if it was the one that happened in 2017 or if it was the first ever one that happened, but literally told the securities, like, let them through. And they all came right up to where it was. And why is that necessary?
There's like, and so much on footage too. Like there's so many other artists and performers that have stopped their show for one person. If they see someone, they've stopped their shows and been like, no, everybody get out the way.
Water.
Clear
like,
path.
she giving her water.
Yeah, like there's so many artists who have done that. So to not hold him responsible to an extent, like, yes, it's not his entirely his fault, but it is his event. He is the performer. He does have the power to stop the show and say, I need my staff to go out there and make sure that everything's good. We're going to wait until that happens.
We can continue.
Exactly. So like he is responsible.
You call it like halfway through intermission. Early intermission. What the fuck?
But that's normal. So is the coordinators and the venue. And like, they should have been on top of it, making sure like there's certain people to be like, this show needs to be stopped right now. Cut off all the mics, all the music. It's done. We need to stop it until we can get it to a point where it's safe again. Children.
So many people could have been, I think it definitely could have been avoided. 100%.
100%. Because how do they have other concerts that have like, 50,000 plus people too? And to this extent, it has not happened like that. So it's just crazy.
It changed the way that live music is going forward. I think this is going to be, unfortunately, the wake-up call that probably a lot of artists did need, because it's not safe.
No.
It's scary. I couldn't imagine even being a part of that. And I've seen so many people, like TikTok is ripping his ass a new one. They are not with him no more.
Good though, but it's like, if it was genuine, if he was genuinely like
in shock.
And this is, I don't know if this is a good example, but when the whole Manchester bombing happened at Ariana Grande's concert, you can tell she was devastated. She was absolutely devastated, and she did like the same, like the next weekend or a few days later, she set up an entire like concert, another concert that was free, but it donated with a bunch of celebrities to donate money for the families, for everyone, for everybody that was affected by that.
That's something she could have never avoided.
And that's something that wasn't on her. So even though that wasn't her responsibility, yet it happened at her concert. So she felt responsible to help and do something about it. This was his concert, his event.
His whole event.
Like, and I don't know. There's just a very clear difference in how it's handled. So I feel like the way he's handling it is the reason why everyone is so upset, because it could have been prevented. It could have been avoided. And because it wasn't, this happened. And the way he's responding or handling it is just completely like, it's suspicious, to say the least. It's a little suspicious, if you ask me.
I agree. I mean, I hope they learned what they needed to in order to do better, because that's
do fucking better, please.
Do fucking better. You know better, so do better. Or you should know better. And if you don't, hire people who do.
Right. Because now all your concerts are done. Like, they've canceled all the other ones, and you got to pay for everybody. You better pay for everybody's freaking expenses who got hurt, not just the people who passed away, but the people in the hospital that are racking up them bills for whatever. 11 went into cardiac arrest, bro. 11 people. Like, not everybody can afford the hospital bills, thousands and thousands of dollars.
Not even the ambulance to take them, that they had no other choice but to take.
Oh my God. I just remembered one of the things, like the medics or something, they were taking a girl who was unconscious, who was passed out. They had her on a stretcher, or like those flat boards. I don't know what they call it.
A backboard.
They had her on a backboard, and they dropped her on her head. Homegirl was already passed out, so all her weight.
Are you fucking serious?
Dude, I'm not even kidding. And she's I think right now she's brain dead in the hospital.
Oh my God.
I don't know if that was from being, either, I don't know if she passed out from just being squished, or if she passed out from the trampoline. Regardless, they dropped her while she was already unconscious on her head.
Oh my God, dude. I have no.
And someone, a security guard, got injected with some drug in his neck.
I find it very weird though, because people who do drugs are not gonna waste their drugs on random people for what? You know how expensive that shit probably is? Girl, they're not gonna waste that. I don't even know either, but I just can only imagine they're not gonna just go around shooting people with drugs because why?
There's been cases though. there's been cases of people, I have no idea why.
I know, but I'm just like, that's weird as fuck.
Yeah.
Like people who, weird.
And
fucking
what I don't get is like, if you know that this is a thing where people go, and it's like the young crowd, right? It's like people in their early or mid or whatever 20s, like who want to go get drunk, get drugged, you know, whatever drugs they're taking. Why would you make it to where kids can be there? Like that should be an 18 plus event.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, but also it's on the parents. Like make it make sense. Why would you bring your kid to something like that where you know that that's the kind of crowd that's going to be there? It's a rage. Yeah. People are on drugs. People are drinking.
And it's like a 3-day event. It wasn't just one concert. It was like a whole weekend.
So you mean to tell me like you looked up the event, seen what it's like and thought, I'm going to bring my 5-year-old. I'm going to bring my 10-year-old there.
Oh, it was probably because the parent didn't want to miss out on the opportunity. Dude. Didn't have a kind of situation. You know?
My God. There's no logic behind that to me.
At a certain age, you probably don't have to pay.
Like you cannot convince me that's okay.
No.
It's insane.
Yeah, no, I would never. No.
Wouldn't be me.
Couldn't be me. But yeah, that's enough about that. If you guys want
real dark, I hope
Jackson.
Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry, I interrupted.
I was just gonna say, yeah, no, I'm just kidding. I was just gonna say, if you guys want all the facts and everything, I'm sure you can look it up any fucking where. But you know, rest in peace to all of the
condolences to the victims.
Yeah,
people
like
got hurt.
Anybody who's been affected by this, like our hearts and our thoughts go out to you. And
I'm so sorry that happened.
We should take a moment of silence for the victims. Right. God bless everybody.
Amen. Hope we stay safe out there, and let's hope nothing happens like this again.
Right. Moving on from that, though, you can see by the title, the other topic today is the Mandela effect.
Oh
my. So it originated from, or got its name when Fiona Broome, who is the paranormal consultant, spoke about how she remembered former South African President Nelson Mandela dying in the 1980 prison. I think it was like a riot or something that happened in the prison. Although he lived until 2013.
Wait, what?
That's how it started.
Like
she remembered it so vividly, like he passed away in prison in 1980, but he lived to 2013 and it never happened. Yeah. So that's where the name originated from.
And do you want to explain like what the Mandela effect is?
I don't know how.
I don't really know how either. That's why I asked you.
So but the way I would describe it, no, go ahead. Yeah, you describe it.
Okay, I'll try
and piggyback off if I think okay.
How I think of it is the Mandela effect is like
for dummies, no?
Yeah. You think you remember something being a certain way, but then
like you swear
you are sure, like you swear was a certain way, like whether like a letter, a picture, a name, like whatever. And then when you go back and you look, it's not, there's something different that you never seen before. But all this year, you remember it a specific way.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I agree. No, 100%. Okay. You guys will understand. Yeah. And if this makes it to video version, maybe we'll put examples on the screen.
Pictures.
Yeah, we'll put some examples so you can see if it's a logo or something visual. We'll put some pictures. Visual. Do you want to start? Do you want to start? I'm excited.
Okay, you start.
Okay, which one? I have 5.
Okay, I don't have a specific amount. I was just gonna kind of go for it.
Oh, so we'll do 5. Well, we might have to be very honest, so I might not have 5. We have 2 of the same ones that you have. I want to start with. Okay, this one really gets me.
Okay,
like this one really fucking gets me. Snow White. Okay. The Wicked Queen, right?
Mm-hmm.
What does she say in the mirror?
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
That's how I remember it too, but it's not true.
What do you mean? What does she say?
I swear. She says magic mirror on the wall.
No.
She says magic mirror. My whole entire life, mirror, mirror on the wall. I say it to myself sometimes.
Since when?
Who's the baddest bitch of them all? Like me. Me, bitch, me. So
who said magic mirror? She said mirror, mirror.
That's what I done said too.
Why does everybody say mirror, mirror on the wall if she said magic mirror?
Mandela effect.
No,
that got
weird.
me, bro. Got me.
Yeah.
No. I was like, no, there's no fucking way. There's no way.
Okay, I know I haven't seen that movie in years. I don't know how long, how many years. I know it's been a while. Yeah, like a good amount of years. But that's and that's what's crazy too, is because I didn't even really watch Snow White like that. Like it wasn't one of my favorite Disney movies growing up.
But everyone say that.
But exactly. But that's one of the few things that I remember about Snow White was that moment. So that's fucking crazy. I guess so. Our whole lives?
Our whole fucking lives. Trauma? No. Is this trauma? Okay. That was the one that really stumped me like the most.
Okay, let me see. Okay, this one's a pretty I think it's one that probably a lot of people, well, hopefully a lot of people would know.
Okay.
But the Monopoly guy?
Oh yeah, the monocle.
The monocle.
Yeah. I remember.
So how do you remember it?
I remember.
You remember it with the monocle.
Yeah.
Right.
I do.
Now, is this things that they change and just try to like pass by, like pass it without people noticing?
I've seen a conspiracy about it. Us again, you know. Maybe we should have been the conspiracy cloud. But I seen a conspiracy that was like, what if the companies do it on purpose to like make themselves relevant?
Oh, yeah.
But some of the stuff isn't like a company or a brand or anything. So I don't know.
If it was something companies did that they changed something small enough to where people would notice, but not in the beginning.
Yeah.
That's smart as hell. Whoever came up with that marketing scheme.
Yeah.
Smart.
Bomb.
That is smart.
I want you on our PR team.
Who are you? We'll reach out.
Right. Our people will call your people.
Our people is us.
I know we're the people. Anyways, we're going to look back on this moment one day and be like, wow, we were our people.
Oh my God, that's going to be... We're going to be like, we used to make our own phone calls.
What? We used to get our own emails. Brands want to talk to us directly. What? That's me manifesting. last time you did that, but there was no context to when you did it, so I took it out because I was like, get it. She's gonna hear this back and be like, well, we would get it, but they wouldn't. And I was like, they're gonna hear this back and be like, why the fuck was Gina like,
okay, let me say now. That is the sound of a crystal, or of a
sound bowl.
A sound bowl, thank you. And if this video does come out, you would have seen me doing it, you know.
Maybe we can bring ours next week, and we'll show.
So if you ever hear any of us say whoa, but it's a crystal bowl, a sound bowl that we're manifesting, and we're bringing good energy. And
for those on audio, Gina is holding something in her hand and using a little stick to go around it. Visually.
Around the edge of the bowl.
Audio
the rim. I feel like I can't say rim anymore.
Rim?
Yeah.
The edge?
Yeah, the edge of the bowl.
The edge of the bowl. I don't know how much of that we're going to take out, but hopefully you guys understand. One is a sound bowl. And next
manifesting.
We will bring them. So we'll show you guys. We'll share. Oh my God, it'll be like a little show and tell. Itch, that would be a cute video idea.
That would be a good for our in-person one.
Yeah. I'm adding it to the list right now. Okay. I actually have a box of Fruit Loops, so I can show you if you need me to.
Ooh, okay.
How do you remember them putting Fruit Loops? How did they spell it?
Okay. the fruit, right?
Yeah.
The fruit part.
Mm-hmm.
Genuinely, I don't remember, but I want to say, I don't know why. I assume that with, and there's a couple different like brands that have done this, right?
Uh-huh.
I feel like it was fruit, like, oh.
Okay.
But it's fruit UI, right?
No. Backwards.
Other way around?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't remember. I don't remember specifically what it was for that one.
I actually do remember it being fruit, like FRUIT. Loop. But apparently it's always been FR, and then they use the Fruit Loops as the O.
Oh,
Fruit and Loops. I have a box if you want me to show you.
And yours does that?
Yeah, I literally had to check earlier when I was doing the like research for them. I was like, oh, wait a damn minute. And I came over here because I couldn't, fucking blind ass, I couldn't see from where I was sitting. So I was like, wait a damn minute. I come over here and I was like, no fucking way.
Dude, you know what I've seen?
I'm shook. What
completely off topic, but because you were saying that you couldn't see, it reminded me. I seen a video where a girl she had her camera, she put her glasses in front of the camera, tapped on it to focus, right? So it focused with her glasses, and then she moved her glasses and it gets blurry, and she's like, this is what I see. This is how I see. So it's pretty much to show how you see.
Fucking smart.
And I was like, whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah, blind. Damn near.
I want to do the video and so I can see how you see.
Okay. All right. What you got next, girl?
Okay. Let's see. Okay. The Fruit of the Loom.
Oh, I know that one.
Have you seen that? Okay. How do you remember that one?
Honestly, I don't. Like, I did, like, back in the day, I'm not going to lie. I used to get them packaged underwears, you know, from Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who did? Or like the undershirts or like whatever. I genuinely don't remember, but I know what the Mandela effect is. And when I figured it out, or when I seen it, I feel like I do remember it with the cornucopia thing.
Yeah, that's how I remembered it.
I feel like I do remember it like that, but honestly, like, it could have been either way. But when I seen it, it did click for me, like, oh, I do remember that.
Right.
Does that make sense?
No, like 100, because that's pretty much how I was like with the fruit.
Oh, it is.
Like, I didn't really remember, but yeah, like I remember it with the, what you call it, cornucopia?
Cornucopia. I had no fucking idea what it was until I seen a list of them today, and I seen, oh, that's what it's called.
I don't even know what I was going to use to describe it. That thing.
Yeah, the like brown, like woven, like wooden. I don't know what the fuck it is, to be honest.
It almost looks like a horn to me.
Huh? What is it for? It's a basket?
I think, right? Like to hold?
To hold the fruit?
I don't know. But I guess the correct way is without it. But how did everybody like think? Why does everybody remember it with that?
Yeah.
Why would we make that? Like, how would everybody make that up?
Why would someone put that in their head? Like, oh yeah, I remember with the fucking cornucopia. Like,
cornucopia. Like, it could have been any damn basket, but a cornucopia. Everybody thought there was a cornucopia there. I fucking doubt it.
The counter
cornucopia.
If you're not driving, take a shot every time we say cornucopia. Go back and re-listen to the episode so you can start over.
Cornucopia, cornucopia, cornucopia. That's hard to say fast.
It is. It kind of sounds like Cornelius.
Carnelian.
Oh, Carnelian. Insert picture of the fish.
Guys, at one point, technically, we had about over 10 pets in the house.
Actually,
together.
True, more than 10, but more than 12 at one point.
Over 12.
Yeah. Because we had 10 fish already. And then we didn't have Sage yet, but we had Spirit and Rex. So 12, yeah. Damn.
Did they all pass before Sage came?
Yeah. Except the two that still left.
Mm-hmm. The two that we swore we're not going to make it. We swore we're not
through hell and back, bro.
We're not gonna live to see the day.
Them fish is soldiers, bro. They've been through hell and back.
They are warriors.
They stayed in that bag. Oh my God, the day we moved, bro, they were in that bag for hours. No food. Plastic baggie, bro. I was so
no food, no tank.
struggling in the fucking trenches.
Still living.
Another shot. Whew. Yeah.
Carnelian is a fish, by the way. I don't know if we said.
I know. I said insert picture of the fish. We'll just put it.
Oh yeah. Okay, we did say that.
For audio listeners, that is one of our goldfish.
Yeah.
You're welcome. To the show and tell. Right. Okay. Curious George. He got a tail or no? Do you remember him with a tail or no?
I would think he had a fucking tail.
You remember with tail? I remember with the tail. He doesn't have a tail.
So they never had him hanging off nothing by his tail?
No tail.
Never.
There's no tail.
He is a tailless monkey.
It's never been there. Never. I even remember his fucking little the yellow raincoat. I remember it having a hole for his tail. His tail came out of the raincoat. I remember this vividly. With his little yellow hat. Yes. And his coat, yes. And it had a fucking hole for the tail. I know it did. Why
would they put a hole there? If
no, like I tail? The tail came out of it. Like I swear.
But where? Tail?
Yeah.
Like, no, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Tail. No tail for Curious George.
What?
I have no idea. What? I was like, what? A monkey with a tail? Even Tigger has a tail.
He bounces a fucking on his tail? Next thing you know, they're gonna say that Tigger didn't have a tail.
Bitch, that's his whole character right there. No,
because I know for a fact that he has a tail.
They're like Eeyore doesn't have a tail and he's always losing that shit. Oh my God. Why is it a lot of like cartoons and shit? Though?
Right. Something that they could easily like.
Is it just because that's what we grew up on, so that's what we remember, or is it like on purpose? Because some people even have the Mandela effect of like how people passed away or like certain things.
Really? Mm-hmm. How does that work on how they passed away? Well, besides the Nelson Mandela one.
Like certain actors or something, like they swore they remembered it being like in a different that they passed away in a different way than it actually
than what actually happened.
Yeah. I was like, what? Like, does our fucking brain just like make up this shit on our own? Like, I know we're creative beings, but damn. But all of us remember it the same way.
That's the part that gets me. Is like, how do all of us think the same thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do we all get it wrong?
Yeah. Exactly. I don't know.
This one, okay. This one, I think you mentioned.
Okay.
The Berenstein one.
That one fucking got me, bro.
So,
that one got me.
I seen a video where a guy had a book, and he literally, like, I am not making this up. There's literally a video out there. He had the book and the cover. He would walk into one room, and it was spelled with the E, right? He would go in. He would step foot into the other room, and it would change to a motherfucking A. It literally on video, bro. On video, you've seen it.
Maybe the companies really do this on purpose. I'm believing the conspiracy now. I believe
it. I watched it. I don't even know how many times. It was so fluid too. Like, it didn't look like as if it was like, edited or whatever. Like, it dead ass looked like he was like, and it was changing.
Like, when like things are holographic. Using my fucking gross ass notes. You know how when things are holographic and it moves like this and you can like different stuff? What if it was like that, but like it wasn't really supposed to be seen?
Like, no, it wasn't supposed to be noticed. Like, it was supposed to be so subtle that no one would see it, but he caught it.
Exactly. Yeah. Whoa. So maybe companies really do this on purpose.
That one really seemed like
that one down too. I always, because I remember the theme song, they said like the Berenstein Bears. Not Berenstain Bears. What the fuck is that? I remember Berenstein Bears. The Berenstein Bears. That's how I remember it. And that's how it's Berenstein Bears. That's how I remember it. That's how it lives in
Yeah.
my head. So who's gonna tell me otherwise? I want to know. Maybe that Hall of Records place, maybe it has all the Mandela effects information in there.
Oh, that would be kind of cool.
I know. If you guys haven't heard of that episode, I want to say it's episode 4.
Our conspiracy theories.
Series?
Let's see.
Have a look. See
Tell you
here.
right now. Conspiracy is episode 5.
Episode 5. Go listen to episode 5 if you haven't already for our full conspiracy theory episode, which we'll probably do more of if you guys like it, but no one's ever said that they liked it. So that's kind of interesting.
You know.
That's a little,
So, we're waiting.
Right.
We would love to give you guys more of what you like.
We will wait for
just
you
need the feedback.
to find us.
A little bit more feedback. That's it.
We know we'll find our people. We're just waiting for y'all.
Patiently.
Right. I'm a very patient person, but damn.
You're more patient than I am. So soon I'll be getting like, where the fuck you guys at? Oh my God. I just reminded myself, that sound on TikTok where it's like, what the fuck am I gonna do with 200? Get it together, Steven, or something like that.
Get it together, Steven.
So I'll be like, what the fuck are we gonna do with no feedback? Get it together.
Get it together, Nena.
Come on, Nena.
We don't even have a name for our friends.
We all Nenas? Are we all? How do you say what? How do you say boy?
Nene.
Nene.
Mm-hmm.
That is so cute. That is so cute. I'm literally like Nena, Nene.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I swear I think it was you where the first time I heard Nena, Nene, and all that stuff, and I was like, what?
I remember telling you because I don't even know how we brought it up, but I was like, oh yeah, like excuse me. I was like, oh yeah, Puerto Ricans, we don't say like mija and mijo. I do because
you don't?
No.
Do
you
say
in reference for that?
So you don't, but so you do say niña and niño.
Oh, I'm sorry. No. I'm mixed it up.
Okay, so Nena and Nene is for niña and niño, right?
Yeah. Correct. Okay. It replaces those.
Yeah. Because they sound similar, obviously, but like I just had never heard it.
Right.
I only heard niña, niño, like and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So when I heard Nena, I was like, oh my God, that's so fucking cute.
Yeah. I think it's kind of cool because it's different, but I also never expected boy to be nene. Because that to me in my head seems or sounds like feminine. Or
because with Spanish it's always like the the o and like those ones, but nene
it's more like slang, so maybe it doesn't really
but I really like the Puerto Rican the accent, the slang. Like I love listening to Puerto Ricans talk. Like that's why I like Bad Bunny so much. Like that I can't get enough of how it sounds.
Very distinct. Like
but a lot like Dominicans too have like a specific I love hearing all the different kinds of accents in Spanish.
Yeah.
Because you can tell where someone's from.
Another level.
Yeah.
I love it too. But sometimes it's kind of hard to follow if you're not used to one. You're like,
like
even if they're just not even with slang, like if you're just trying to follow like basic fucking Spanish, but they have a different accent, bro. I'm like,
dude, you ever try to listen to like Cuban even radio show? Oh my God, shout out
all the Cubans.
And I'm like, dude, you guys, y'all got it, because I'm there listening like
I'm like
trying to keep up, and I'm 5 words behind.
Right, at least 5. I'm 2 sentences still catching up.
Oh my God, damn! I'm all laughing at the joke fucking 2 minutes later because I finally
it just clicked. It's so funny, but I think it's cool, like growing up in the Bay, like being exposed to so many different cultures and stuff. Like it's pretty dope because we got exposed to a lot.
And even like foods, like you'll find so many. You'll have like Indian food, Asian foods, Latino, like whether it's Mexican, however, like Latino food, you get your white food.
Anywhere else?
No, I like that there's so much diversity, like you said. Like it's really, really cool. That's why it shocks me to when in other places how crazy people can be about, race and all that stuff, because it's like we grew up surrounded by so many different kinds of people. That's just the normal, you know?
Culture. Yeah. I would literally be so fucking bored if I lived somewhere where everybody looked the same, everybody did the same things, everybody comes from the same backgrounds, blah, blah, blah. I'd be like, what is there to learn here? Nothing.
You try one different food and you're like, my whole life's changed.
Right. Literally one different freaking fruit or cuisine, or like you go on vacation somewhere and you're like, oh my God, my life is big enough out of this little ass box that I live in. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But then there's also people who, I guess, when they're raised that way, they are very close-minded. So they don't outside of that because that's what they know. And
they're so used to it that they're like, I don't even want to fucking go out and see what else is out there. Let me say that again. I don't want to go else. I can't say it. I don't want to go out and see what else is out there.
Because they're
there we go.
Close-minded punks. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. So Jif peanut butter.
Oh, okay.
This one. Jif peanut butter. I always thought it was Jiffy.
I always thought it was Jiffy.
I did too. And I guess some people did figure out that maybe it was because it was combined with the competitor Skippy.
Oh.
So there's Skippy peanut butter and then there's Jif peanut butter. So maybe in our head, we just thought Jiffy because,
But everybody, that's just, I can't get over that. Like, how did so many people do it, you know?
I always remembered it Jiffy. I would even say like Jiffy peanut butter. Yeah. I don't know.
Jif. Weird. Why would they name it Jif?
I don't know. And it's one F. J-I-F.
It changes the whole spelling when you switch it from Jiffy to Jif.
I know.
Yo, I don't know how we could be tripping. Wait, look up. Get close. Your eyes look hella green because you have the green cardigan.
Oh, I was like, what? I was like, what happened? Probably because the light too, to be honest.
It looks green.
Thank you. And the thing right here. It's just all complimenting. It's nice. I like it. Like, I got more for fall. Bitch, I bought a fucking a Christmas pillow, and I decided that it is now Christmas. So last one. Do you remember the Tinkerbell with the Disney? How everyone swears that she so when you watch a Disney movie, you know how it's like the blue background, it's the castle, and everyone swears that Tinkerbell flew around it and then went ding on the the eye. Never happened.
It never did it. Are we remembering it maybe from like Peter Pan? That maybe just in Peter Pan?
That's what people reference it to. But I swear to God, I've literally probably watched Peter Pan once in my life. I love
Peter Pan.
I would have remembered, but I've remembered that part of the beginning of the movie and other things, not just Peter Pan, because I've only ever seen it.
Right. So why would you remember that thing for all of the movies?
Exactly. Yeah. It wasn't that significant to me to be like, wow, you know? So I don't know. It's weird. I remember her flying around the castle and then she hits the ding.
Conspiracy. That's probably because we're in a simulation and they're changing shit up. So before she did do it and then it's changed and it flipped, but we don't know that.
Trail.
Huh?
How is there no trail? Like how is there no trail of like it being changed? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like there wasn't like a specific moment where people realized, oh, this movie did it, and then the next movie that came out, it didn't.
Yeah. It's fucking weird. Fucking weird, guys. But let us know if you know any, or if any of these stumped you. Hit us up on our Instagram or Twitter. Tags.
Tags.
Yeah, tags in the description. We'd love to have a discussion with, anyone who wants to participate. Love that for us.
Again, we would love the feedback.
Love the feedback. Love the conversation.
Should I get into our quote?
Yeah, what's the quote for the day? Leave us with the quote.
Quote of the week. This is to send you guys off with good energy, positive intentions until we talk to you again next week.
High vibrations.
High vibrations, love it. By C.S. Lewis, he said, You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending.
Period.
And I love that. That was a beautiful quote, Emily. Thank you so much for finding it.
It was the first one that showed up on Pinterest, so I'm so glad it worked.
Beautiful.
It really resonated, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
And you know what's funny is like at this point in my life, I'm like, I'm just ready to dive into the rest of it. Like I no longer care to rewrite whatever's happened.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just ready to.
At this point, I want to block it off, honestly.
I want to move forward. I want to move forward.
Also, going forward, because it's like we can change the ending.
Yeah.
As with the same thing as not wanting to look back and wanting to forget all of that, I want to let go of those fears that I feel like I have had and have. And like, if I'm going to go forward, if I'm going to do all the things that we set out to do, that we want to do, you know what I'm saying? Like, then I need to let go of those fears and I need to really just go for it. I feel like I'm definitely holding myself back because I have all these like things in my head that I'm like, what if this, what if that, what if this, you know, whatever. But like, if we're going to change the ending, I got to put my big girl pants on and just, and just go for it, you know?
We have one chance. You know, we have one chance to like once you recognize it, like why wouldn't you want to just change something
and we can
and move forward, you know? Like if you can, why wouldn't you? We can, we will, we are, we're gonna. And with that, we hope you have a beautiful
week. Stay tuned for next week's episode.
Stay positive, be kind to yourself and others. Stay tuned because we're coming in hot again.
Coming in next hot. Week. I can't hear that now and not, that's what's so bad. I feel my brain is like, I'm on TikTok too much.
Same.
Because
TikTok is number ding.
Because every time I hear we're coming in hot, the sound comes to my head.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
I was just gonna say, well, catch us on TikTok, but we don't have TikToks. We have like one with our face in it, and that's it.
And you know what? We have opportunities to make such good TikToks. Like we really could have made a bomb one with our Bratz costumes.
Right.
So again, going forward, we can work on that.
When you know better, you do better.
You do better.
You do better. We love you guys.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.